one, this size.
So about 1 or 2 years ago,
Yeah, I think so.
an anemone was placed in this aquarium, and in that time they've split and literally breed. So small ones are appearing. All in all, it looks really cool, but it does lack a lot of water flow. Like, it's very still. But one thing that you need to be aware of when you've got anemones in the tank is that any change is risk. So if we went and put more water flow in this aquarium, though that may be a good thing, we are going to risk the increased water flow unsettling any of the anemones, and then the anemones deciding to wander around and then ultimately end up wandering into a filter or into a power head and self-destructing. And when they self-destruct, it's not pretty. So anemones really are heads you win, tails you lose. And in this case, in this circumstance, it's definitely a win. It does look really cool. But moving forward with this tank, to diversify, to increase water flow, to start adding coral, definitely incurs risk. So you really just need to decide whether it's worth the risk or whether to be with as it is. And at the end of the day, my advice would be to enjoy this as it is for probably a year or two until you can walk past the aquarium without looking at it. And in that case, change is king. Because if you have the same aquarium with the same setup for too long, you sort of get over it, no matter how beautiful it is. And change is what keeps this hobby fresh, and change is what keeps you learning. That's why I say change is king. But any change to a tank with an anemone incurs risk.